Hello again. All right, jumping in. Let's get the shuffling. What is the daily message? Daily message, daily dose. What needs to come through for the collective? One more time. Three cards, please. What is a daily message? There's one. There's two. Oops. Wow. And third message, please. Third card. There it is. Okay. All right, so we have the Eight of Wands. Queen of Pentacles. And a King of Cups. I do feel like these are two people. I get more so energies of a person rather than energies of self or energies of a person. I get that these are representing people. With the Eight of Wands, I feel like there's going to be a conversation between two people. The Queen of Pentacles, someone who's very, really stable, really grounded, really sure of herself. This could, it doesn't have to be female, male. It can be masculine, feminine energies, whatever that energy is. If you are a Queen of Pentacles or you are a King of Cups, you don't make something fit if it doesn't, but if you identify more with a King of Cups, someone who's really embodied in their emotions, someone who's really solid and grounded in how they feel, knows how to communicate, or someone who's really, really grounded in, the material world, they are really stable, they really have their shit together. If that's you, then, wherever it falls, or maybe these are two people outside of, you, these are two people external to your life. Maybe these are friends, family, whatever. Could be a relationship. And really just straightforward with the Eight of Wands. There's some communication here between two people. Queen of Pentacles, like I was saying, someone who's really grounded, really sure of herself. And I'm saying her because it's a woman's depicted in the picture. But someone who's really grounded and centered in themselves. They maybe have a really solid, stable job. Also, queens they tend to be more of the embodiment of the water element. So all queens, more emotional and nurturing. So someone who's really just all around, got their shit together. They know how to show up, but someone who's really stable. This could be someone who's got their career really in order. Someone who's like really progressed in their career, someone who's got a lot going for them. And then the King of Cups, someone who's very in tune with their emotions, but also extremely emotionally intelligent. They know what they're feeling. They know how to communicate how they're feeling. They know how to be emotionally available, but someone who's really just very strong-willed. Kings tend to be more of, I want to say the kings tend to be more of a earth element. I can't remember. I could be wrong. But very grounded energy and just really solid in their emotions, at least at this card. But I do feel like with the Eight of Wands, there's going to be a lot of communication or conversation that's going to take place. It's going to happen really fast. And I think that this conversation is going to be one that goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I think there's going to be a lot going on, or a really quick exchange here. I get the feeling that this could be a conversation that involves a lot of passion. And I'm not talking about like romantic or sexual but something there's a lot of passion behind this conversation. So whatever this conversation's topic is about, there's a lot of passion behind it. So for example, you and another person or two people you know are having a conversation about starting a business, and you're both on the same page about it. There's a lot of excitement about it, and there's a lot of passion behind what this is going to be for or what it's going to be about. So something that has a lot of passion driving the conversation. I really am not feeling with these cards, I'm not picking up anything romantic. And I don't necessarily feel like it's a job. It could very well be a job offer that comes out of the blue and happens really fast. And there's a really quick exchange, like something's happening, something's planning, like there's something taking place. Whatever this is, it's happening really fast. And it could be kind of surprising just how quickly something escalates in this conversation and like where it starts and where it ends, like what the beginning and the result is. With that conversation, the communication's like really fast. So like in the job sense, right? So job interview, application kind of realm, say the example that I can think of. I feel like this is not the case for all jobs, but let's say most jobs are you apply to a job, you might hear back a couple weeks later if it's processes move fairly well. Maybe you hear back anywhere from a couple weeks, 3 weeks later, hey, we want to interview you. Okay, then you get the interview scheduled and it might be like a few days to a week. Then you have the interview. Then they want to say, okay, we're going to interview other candidates. And let's say it takes about anywhere from a month to 3 months to really see if a job pans out. Okay, it can be like that. Jobs can happen a lot faster depending on the size of the company and their processes. But in the sense, let's pretend most of that happens within a month to 3 months before something actually has an outcome, whether that is a job offer or a job rejection. I think in this sense, I'm getting a really strong sense with this 8 of Wands that this conversation, so if it is a job, let's pretend, example, you apply to it, you hear back like the next day, there's a scheduled interview for like 2 days later, and then literally that day or the next day you get the job offer. It happens within a week. It's really fast. Or you talk to somebody and they love who you are and they love what you're about and they love everything that you've got going on. You happen to run into someone, you have a really great conversation. Oh, they happen to be looking for somebody like you and you're a perfect fit. And oh my God, I've been looking forever for someone just like you. And then boom, let's interview, or boom, this was the interview. Boom, here's offer. Something that's really fast, and it's really surprising that it's even possible that it happened so quick. So if that's you, in the sense that you are someone who is looking for a job, maybe this is for you. If this feels like in your heart it's giving you butterflies, you're excited, maybe that's your story, maybe that fits. But it doesn't have to be about a job. It's just whatever this conversation is that's going to take place between two people. This is something that's just, you're going to be just kind of, I just feel like it's surprise, but you're like, really like, oh wow, that's like really amazing how quickly that just happened. Who would have guessed that that's even possible? So it's like this really nice little surprise. I feel like you're surprised. So it could be if you are the Queen of Pentacles. I'm getting the sense this Queen of Pentacles is the one that would be like you, and this King is this other person. And if this is not your story, but you know two people that this is happening to, then, that's how it resonates. But don't make it fit in your story if it doesn't. But I get the sense that this is more you and this is the other person. And the reason why that this is happening so fast is because this King really sees so much more in you. Like, they don't just see how stable and grounded and solid you are. They see with a lot of, like, they have a big heart and they have a lot of compassion, but they have a very good empathic nature to them. They see something in you that's beyond just your capabilities, because you do show up as a Queen of Pentacles. You do show up as Pentacle energy, like really solid, but it's like they see through you. They can see what you're really about. that is more like, it's weird because it's not like they see you as a water element, but they can pick up that energy in you. They see you showing up as a queen, but they see through that and see how passionate you are as a person, how loving and kind and generous you are as a person. That's really shining through all of this greatness that you've accomplished for yourself or where you're at in your life, even if you don't feel it. So I just feel like this King of Pentacles King of Cups is someone who's just like, you have so much to offer, you have so much, worth and value, and you're so capable, and, I like really want to see where this goes. Like, maybe this can happen. So like I said in the example, could be a job. That's the only example I could think of off the top of my head, but this could really be about anything. And maybe it is romance. I'm not picking up on that, but if it is in the romantic sector, it could be that someone sees you, this beautiful Queen of Pentacles who's really got her shit together, her life's in order, she's built a lot for herself, she's grounded, she's solid, she's stable, her value and her worth, but it's not just in her material possessions, it's not just in her career successes or her, anything that she's like been able to build up and acquire. It's just about how she's been able to mature, grow, and develop into this amazing human being. And that doesn't just come from your job successes or your career or your business. It comes from everything that you've had to go through. And that's why this is a pentacle energy, is there's so much abundance here and wealth from all of the stability that you've been able to really create in your life. And that also comes from all of the inner work, the emotional work that you've been able to do. I wouldn't say this about this card if it was, say, a Queen of Wands, but I am really feeling this more so in this Queen of Pentacles energy. This is someone who has done a lot of work to get where they're at, and you're being seen as like you have all this accomplishment, but you have so much potential as well, and you still have you're like really solid in your emotional body. And if you don't feel that way, it doesn't mean that you're perceived as, you don't have your shit together emotionally. I think that you are perceived as someone who's very got their life in order, but also someone who's got their emotions in check, even if you're still working on all of those parts of yourself. So there's someone here that really sees all that, and they come from a really compassionate, empathic, place, and they look beyond what you put out, what you show up as, and they see everything that you've been doing and, internally, but they know that you're not just everything you have, you are so much more than that. And so in this conversation, I feel like that's where they have been able to witness or discover that side of you, which makes you so much more valuable, so much more like worthwhile, like as an investment almost. There's some, I don't want to say like this person is invested in you, but like, let's say if it is a romantic thing, this person can see through all of your, material abundance. They see your heart, but they see how solid and stable you are and how nurturing you are. But you have so much of your life that you've really worked hard to achieve and to kind of ground yourself in, and they see that. They love that. They admire that so much. But this person is also very solid. This person's very in tune with their emotions. I feel like they know how to read someone, and I think that they know how to read you. And if this isn't you and you're the King of Cups, then maybe you're going to run into someone, or you're thinking about talking to somebody about something because you do see this about this person. And if this is you, then this is just confirmation that, yeah, this is probably going to happen. You're thinking about this. Definitely go for it. Have that conversation with someone about that thing that you're so passionate about, or this idea, or whatever it is. And it could be this passionate exchange of words like, hey, I have feelings for you. I really know these feelings are so strong and I care about you, and, yada, yada. Okay. Or, hey, there's this job. I, really want to interview you. You've applied. You've got all this great stuff. Cool. And it happens really fast. Or you meet someone by off chance, like a random run-in with someone just out and about, or when you're on travel, because Eight of Wands also means a card of travel. So you could be on travel, or you could be just out and about, and then you run into somebody and there's this really quick exchange and you get to know each other, and then you kind of quickly learn about each other's backgrounds, and maybe you're both like, I really want to do this thing in my life. Oh, sweet. I want to do that thing in my life too. Well, I've got, backed funding for that. Oh, I'm cool. And I don't know. Maybe it's the random off chance that you get noticed or seen, or you meet someone who is going to bring into your life something you've been wanting. Like, get that feeling. So, I'm gonna stop right there. There was a lot coming out really fast. So I think that if this is you, be excited for and be hopeful for something really amazing to transpire or show up in your life. That's a nice surprise. I almost wanted to say big break. I don't know if that resonates for anybody, but maybe it could be a big break. Maybe it could just be a break. Maybe you're so stressed in life about something, and maybe you've got a lot going on and you just need a little break, right? Maybe this is your break. Maybe it's a big break. Maybe it's your big life-changing moment. I don't know. But there is something here that's really exciting. I am being called to tell you to be excited and hopeful for something beautiful to enter your life, okay? Now, I do want to say, don't get hung up on this reading and just every day, every hour be thinking and waiting for this thing to happen, because I guarantee you it won't if you're constantly thinking about it. But if you just say, okay, that's cool, that's my story, I know that is, have faith and trust that it's going to show up in your life, it's going to show up and enter your life when you least expect it, and just forget about it, it will literally probably show up on your doorstep. And maybe there is someone who's going to show up on your doorstep unexpectedly. All right, I'm going to stop there. That was a lot really fast. I hope that this message resonated. And thank you for watching.